up? It's Morgan, Angie with The Shift, and today we are talking about grocery store guilt, which I'm sure most all of us can relate to right now during this coronavirus quarantine. So, as recovering people pleasers, we often suffer from a lot of guilt. A lot of guilt.
Mm-hmm.
But right now it's being triggered super bad because there's so many new issues coming to play, right? And you've got social media impact of like really pressuring people to not do anything unless it's essential. And, you know, you've got all this judgment and fear of what am I going to do? Who am I going to get sick? And, you know, there's so much going on. And then there's so many people that need help. And am I doing enough? It's exhausting. Woo! So we want to talk to you guys about how we're dealing with this, because it's not easy, you know, but we're here for you guys because you're not alone in this.
I know that Morgan's in Idaho. I'm in St. Louis, Missouri, so things are a little bit different here, at least as this coronavirus thing has been going on. I've noticed that let's see. I was back in town on March 18th. Went to the grocery store right around that time, and like hardly anyone was wearing masks. And then the week, or maybe 10 days later or whatever, more people were wearing masks. And then I went out last Friday. It's been a few days ago, and like everybody was wearing masks. I literally do not have a mask, and so I did something. I use something called plasma energy water, and I'm really out there, and that's okay. It's me. But I sprayed my scarf, and when you spray whatever, like clothing or any kind of particle or fabric with this plasma energy water, it's permanently in there. So you cannot wash it out. It's permanently in there. And so I had this scarf, tied around my face, but it was really uncomfortable and it kept slipping down. And I was just so annoyed. And then going to the grocery store, I used to love going to the grocery store because I like to cook and I menu plan and
I like cooking too.
You like cooking?
No, you're good. I was saying you.
Oh, thank you.
And you're good at it.
Thank you. So I enjoy that. And now it's just like, let me get in and out as fast as I possibly can. Mm-hmm. Because like a lot of you, I am very I pick up on people's energy. And when you go to the grocery store now, it's like nobody even makes eye contact at you. They're all looking down, they're trying to get around. And if you don't have a mask on, like I didn't have a mask on this last time. I had that scarf thing. I looked like an Arab or something. I looked really like, I don't know, weird. But people won't even make eye contact with you. And it feels so awkward. And like you want to get out of that store right away, And
you can feel judged if you don't have a mask. Like,
yes.
Oh, these people are thinking these things about me. Or like, what if I put this in my shopping cart? What are they going to think? Like, is that essential? Like, is it essential for me to buy these flip-flops or whatever? Like, so there's so much guilt this can stir up as you're so worried about what everyone else is thinking.
Right.
Of you, and worried about, what damage you could possibly do. And, and I think one thing that we can all agree on here is, that, you can't really judge. Like you don't know what someone else is going through. Like if someone's buying paint, you don't know, maybe they're super depressed and that paint is going to give them something to do while they've lost their job and they're alone at home. And so it's not our place to judge. Like we always want to encourage everyone to make good decisions based off of good information. Mm-hmm. But the judgment isn't helping. And I see so many people get on Facebook and if you're buying anything at the grocery store that you don't absolutely need or you're going to die, then you deserve to die. And it's just calm down. This hate you're spreading is not helpful at all.
Yeah. I've had my judgments of various things, and not like that. It's more around, my judgment is more around people being in fear more than they need to be. Right. And that's okay. It's totally okay. We're all being triggered into this. the root chakra of safety. We're all being triggered on some level with that, the fear of the unknown. And but yeah, I mean, we're human. In the way we process information, we're all going to have judgments. But do we need to be as hateful? And I'm not saying that you guys who are listening to this are doing that. But if you come across somebody who is doing that, like on Facebook, I didn't know I was going to say this, Morgan, but what if we do take a stand, for kindness, like,
Yep.
is it, maybe we could say something if we see some hatred being spread because someone shares a different belief system than
Yep.
we do? Because think about it, everybody's going to interpret this reality in their own particular way, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But do we need to be so unkind about it? And
Absolutely.
if we take a stand for each other and said something like, is that really necessary that there's so much hating going on?
Yeah.
Chances are that person that's doing that is not going to hear us, right? They probably not. They're just going to find us to be annoying do-gooders or whatever. But I don't know. Maybe it will. Maybe it will affect one person who says it, and maybe it'll help the person who's being attacked.
Yeah,
Maybe it'll
because
make them feel better.
right, because so many of us are being triggered by guilt, and it's largely because of all of the hate that's being pressed onto people who are making, bad decisions or whatever. And it's like, okay, we're all making the best decisions from the information we have, and that's all that there is.
Right.
Like trying to hate on people isn't going to change anything. It's not going to fix anything. Like they're trying to shame people into behaving a certain way, and it's just going to cause more mental health concerns and problems for people than it is actually going to solve anything.
Right. Right. And then the other guilt factor is feeling like we're never doing enough. That's been my particular experience.
Yeah.
Like in Schindler's List, when Liam Neeson falls to the floor, or he was outside and he was crying and he was just so distraught because he said, I couldn't save enough. I couldn't save enough.
Yeah.
And I have some of that, I guess, rescuer part of me.
Right.
It feels like I should be doing more Facebook Live videos, but we should have a program lined up, Morgan, for people to hop right into. And we actually do, don't we?
Yeah.
We do.
Way to plug that. Yeah. I know what you mean, like coronavirus specific, but yeah, we do have a people pleasing program. But anyway, yeah, but what you're saying, Angie, it's like it really is the people pleaser in us that's being super triggered right now, because there's so much that we feel like people need from us, and we want to give and give and give, and and it's exhausting. It's just hard. Things are hard right now for a lot of people, and it makes why.
So you want to let's just do, like, I don't know, 3 minutes, something like that, of tapping around this whole guilt. Our theme today is going to be over guilt. Yeah. It'll be different on future weeks, but the guilt that we as people pleasers take on during something like this.
Absolutely. And if you don't know what EFT tapping is, we'll put a link in the description below that explains how to do it, how it works, but just know high level that it's a way to calm your nervous system and balance your energy, and it's beautiful, and all you have to do is follow along and repeat after Angie.
Yes. So here's the karate chop point on the side of your palm, and I just invite you to close your eyes, take a deep breath, come into the present moment, notice your body, get centered in your body, and again, you're going to tap right here on the side of the palm, and just repeat after me. Even though I feel all this coronavirus guilt, I love and accept myself anyway. Even though I have this grocery store guilt, I love and accept myself anyway. Even though I have all this people-pleasing guilt, and it feels like I'm not doing enough, I deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway. Okay, now we're going to start to tap at the beginning of the eyebrow point. This coronavirus guilt, side of the eye. This grocery store guilt, under the eye. I used to enjoy going to the grocery store, under the nose. And now I can't even hardly look at people. Chin. There's such awkwardness at the grocery store. Collarbone. People avoid eye contact. Under the arm. And you better wear a mask. And then go right, I know you can't see, but go under the breast. If I don't wear a mask, top of the head, I get these glaring looks. Wrist. You can just feel people's judgments. Back to the eyebrow. And if they're not judging you, side of the eye, they're scared of you. Under the eye, we are threatening their well-being. Under the nose, they are judging us for being there in the first place. Chin, we better be buying something essential. Collarbone, and we better not be how do I want to say this? We better not be buying more than one thing of toilet paper. Under the arm, assuming there's any to begin with. And then under the breast, all this grocery store guilt. Top of the head. Our society feels so strange right now. Wrist. Nothing feels the same as it used to. Eyebrow. Now I'm going to go into this whole notion of I can't do enough. It feels like I'm not doing enough. Side of the eye. People are in such pain and suffering. Under the eye. And I can't do enough to help them. Under the nose. Reminds me of, I don't, again, if you've heard this or not, but of Schindler's List. Chin. He felt like he could not do enough to save enough. Collarbone. And the part of me that's a people pleaser, under the arm, wants to just help. Under the breast, wants to relieve some of the suffering. Top of the head. And be the peacekeeper. Wrist. Be the one that takes over responsibility for everybody else. Eyebrow. At my own expense. Side of the eye. And so I sacrifice my own self-care. Under the eye. To rescue other people. Under the nose. A noble deed, yes? Chin. But not so helpful when I'm exhausted and sick myself. Collarbone. And I will get sick and exhausted if I don't take care of me first. Under the arm. All this coronavirus guilt. Under the breast. I acknowledge all of this guilt that I'm having. Top of the head for not being enough. Wrist during this crazy time. Okay, take a deep breath. Pause a second. We're going to do one more round on loosening up some of this guilt. Maybe it's go to the eyebrow. Maybe it's possible to ease up a bit. Side of the eye. Maybe I don't have to feel so guilty. Under the eye. Maybe I can give myself the benefit of the doubt. Under the nose. Maybe I can feel as if I'm doing enough. Chin. Maybe I can declare that so. Collarbone. I choose to ease up on myself a little bit. Under the arm. I choose to release some of this guilt. Under the breast. They're in fear just like I am. Top of the head. We really are in this together. Wrist. I choose to let go of some of my judgments. Eyebrow. I choose to know that everybody is doing the best they can. Side of the eye, including myself. Under the eye. People are saying things they don't mean. Under the nose. They're doing things that they don't really want to do. Chin. And I'm giving people a little bit extra, I don't know the word I'm looking for, like latitude. Yeah, I'm giving people extra latitude right now. Collarbone. To make mistakes. Under the arm. To mess up. Under the breast, including myself, and especially myself. Top of the head. I choose to know we're all in this together. Wrist. And everything is working out for good, even though I don't see it. And take a deep breath in and rest your arms. All right.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Angie, for that awesome tapping. I know so many people will benefit from this because as recovering people pleasers, guilt is our kryptonite.
There you go.
It really is. So thank you so much.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
guys for watching this video. We would love to help support you even more than just on this YouTube channel. So please join our private Facebook group where we support women who want to move from people pleasing over to empowered connection. If you would like to be a part of that awesome group, it's on Facebook and it's called Women's Holistic Empowerment, The Shifters. So look that up, join up with us, and we hope to see you all there soon. And this has been Morgan and Angie with The Shift. We will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye.